Okay guys, so I'm going to give you a quick tour of the boat. Here she is. She's on a bit of a makeshift rig at the moment, but this allows us to move the boat around. Richard's got a tractor, so we can pull her around quite easily if we need to, and then she can be lifted off here on a crane into the water when she's completed. So this is ideal for us. We've got the shed in the background there, so we've got all the tools and everything that we need. And it's not costing us anything in terms of marina fees or anything to store her here, so it makes sense. So I'll give you a quick tour. So we have done a little bit of work on her, loads still left to do, so we're going to sort of produce as many videos as we can on the different areas that we've covered and where we've used specialist help or bits that we've done ourselves and what we've learned along the way. Sourcing parts for these boats, manufacturing parts. We've used some 3D printing and 3D design as well, so techniques to get the job done. So we're going to cover all of those in future videos. But there's the genuine OEM window, which has replaced the quote-unquote super yacht window, which in my opinion looked pretty horrendous. So this is now proper SC35. And the guys who've done this have made a great job, colour matched it, and also they've sealed in the window properly as well. These boats are well known for leaking around these port lights, so we're also going to get these others sealed in properly as well, so when she finally goes back on the water, she hopefully will be watertight. I'll give you a quick tour. So engines and drives out, we've got those in storage. Again, we're going to do a separate video on the engines, but yeah, we did had to check that they worked, so we'll cover that in a separate video and how we started those, etc. And then you've got the other side here again with the OEM port light properly sealed in. So she's pretty dirty at the moment, but we're not too concerned about that. This hull, when we finish, will get fully buffed and polished, so and all these rubber strakes and everything will all get cleaned up, so I'm pretty confident she'll come up pretty well, but we're not too concerned about that at the moment. It's just about getting the work done on her, and then we'll do that right at the very end. So I'll walk you up the steps. Down the side, I don't know what you can tell there, but the teak's lifting. The teak's in awful condition, to be honest, and then some bright sparks. Put screws in there, which I'm not sure if that was a good idea or not, but that's all going to have to be removed and done properly. In fact, we've already taken off a corner here because this was leaking around here, so these have been screwed in properly and sealed in properly now, so that stopped the leak. And I think we're going to use a synthetic decking. We've had some new hatch covers made, which again they're going to need covering in synthetic decking. Canopy actually is in pretty good nick, actually. I think it needs a good clean, but I think we might get away with keeping the canopy, hopefully. In here's where it gets interesting. So she's a bit mucky at the moment, but does need a good clean out. But we have had the engine mouldings fitted. Again, we'll cover that probably in a bit more detail on a separate video, but a specialist company came in, fitted all the engine mouldings for us. These guys have worked on Sealines for many years, so they know the boats inside out, so they produced all the moulds for us and fitted those. So that's hopefully, once that engine bay's cleaned up, we've got a couple of leaks which we need to fix. Once we've fixed all those leaks, got the engines back in, cleaned it all up, she should look like new. I'll just give you a quick tour inside. So yeah, she looks pretty good. We've got one good tank, and we need to find another tank, which we're either going to have to source one from one of the suppliers, or we're going to have one made. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that yet. She's pretty scruffy inside, to be honest, dirty. But again, pretty confident that can be sorted. We've cut the hatch there the hole there ready for the barbecue and fridge moulding, which we've had moulded, and we'll cover that in another video. We used 3D design, and some fiberglassing guys built that for us, so again, that should look pretty OEM when it's done. We've got all the upholstery in here, which has actually all been recovered as well, so when the upholstery finally goes in, it should look really good. We're not sure on the colour, to be honest. We may change the colour on the upholstery, but that's an option. These windows have not been sealed in correctly. In fact, no sealants at all, which is why we're getting a few leaks. So we're going to have, at the very least, clean this all up and sort of seal them in properly. They are proper OEM windows. Quality check there from the supplier. It was supplied by Trend Marine. We may pull the windows out actually, and do it that way. We haven't decided on that yet. Front here is pretty scruffy, partly because we've been working here and partly because we've just not cleaned it. But this needs a moulding and some new glass. We've got the Cockpit Molding, which has been completely refinished, and that's in storage, so that's ready to go. And we've got a brand new helm station moulding as well, the grey moulding that goes on the top. Again, we'll cover that in another video because we were very lucky with that. We managed to source a new one. And again, this window is just, it's horrendous, to be honest. It just needs sealing in properly. Canopy, again, needs some attention. These bars aren't right. We're not happy with the way that it's been fitted, so we think we're going to have to remove this and start again. But we'll probably look at that further down the line. Now it's probably going to be one of the last jobs, but whichever way we decide to go, it needs attention. It's not right, but it is sealing. It's keeping the water out pretty well for the most part, so we're not too concerned about it at the moment. We did get actually a new canopy. This is new canopy, because originally we thought we could just get away with just replacing the canopy, but we're not happy with it. The canopy actually was pretty cheap. I think we paid £150 for this new canopy, and the colour's really nice, the light grey. It looks really well, so we'll probably do something similar again. If we can reuse it, we will do. It was fabricated from the original canopy, so we may be able to reuse it, but if not, we'll get another one and we'll do it properly. So I'll take you down inside, and this is where it's pretty needs a lot of work. You can see we've got the Durabuild on here. So basically this boat was the plug boat in the factory. So all this red woodwork that you can see is from the factory, and in fact the whole boat was fitted out like this. And then we've removed a lot of it as we've gone along, as we've taken moulds, or the fiberglassing guys have taken measurements and produced moulds. What happened is that this boat actually got sold off when Sealine went into liquidation, and they all the original moulds were in it with this red gel coat finish, whatever it is, and the guys who bought it then, we think, painted some sort of gel coat on top of it, because it's actually quite sticky as well, so it would suggest it was maybe a gel coat without any waxes in it or something. I'm not sure. I think they did that just to make it look like it was a Sealine, but it wasn't. It was just an old boat. And basically the best thing to do with this boat is to take the moulds from the plugs that are in here already, and that way we can effectively replicate the original boat as much as possible. We're not going to get this bang on, but we're going to get it as close as we possibly can. This boat we're keeping anyway, so we're going to accommodate some of our own taste. We're going to update it a little bit. Materials and stuff we'll use lightweight modern ply materials for furniture and stuff, so we can update things a little bit. I don't know whether you can see in here, but this is the mouldings in the rear cabin, which have all been done for us. Again, guys have made a great job. When this is all finished, there's fiberglass to go on the floor. The underside of this has got fiberglass on it anyway, so it'll be fully encapsulated, so it'll all be waterproof. So they made a pretty good job. And then we've got the starts of the woodworking as well, to carry the roof structure. So sofa moulding's been removed and we're going to have that remoulded, so that'll go back in. And then obviously there'll be the kitchen to fit on this side, which we're going to do that all in lightweight ply, try and save some weight, use some modern wood effects or wood materials, so sort of update the design a bit, but keep the same layout. We've also got the shower moulding as well, which we'll show you in another video. That's down in the workshop. It's the original shower moulding, so we'll take a mould off that. And then we've got like a laminated floor to go in as well, so it's basically a fiberglass encapsulated floor that bonds onto this frame. This frame has all been fiberglassed in, and then this all needs tidying up, to be honest, which it will do. We'll get it all tidied up, but this will all be coated in white, finished properly. So today we're going to carry on with the plug moulding. We've been working on this now for, I think we were sanding it for 4 days, and we've just started to get a coat of Durabuild on it. So I think we've probably got a couple more days on this, to be honest with you. But we're going to get sanding today, get another coat or 2 on, and see how we go. Stay tuned. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, and please remember to subscribe, and we'll be back next week with another video. And also, if there are any ex-Sealine guys or anybody out there that knows any more about this boat, we'd love to hear from you. Please comment in the comment section below, and we'll see you on the next one.